So Truett, I want to welcome you to the show. I'm glad that you could be back here after we shot that little mini documentary that obviously I'm featuring throughout this episode. I'm glad that I had the opportunity to be on set with you and shooting your show. So, talk to me.
It's been a pleasure. We enjoyed having you on set a few days ago. And listen, I'm looking forward to today. I don't know what you've got planned, but I'm here and I'm excited. And yeah, always a pleasure working with you, Eric. So thank you. Thank you very much.
I know a lot about you. We've worked together in the past, everything like that. You're a pretty interesting person. So why don't you give the people a little rundown of your background and, what you've done in the past?
Well, now, I was born and raised down south. I am not from New York by any means, and spent all of my childhood and most of my teen years down south. Then in my late teens, I went to England. I won an exchange to Nottingham through the university I was studying under. I went to college when I was 17, and I won an exchange. I had also done a little bit of modeling down south. So I was a teen model. And then when I went to England, I saw the fashion department. It kind of opened my eyes. I had never seen fashion before that way. So then I went back and became a full-time student and actually found an agency in England. And then I ended up living there for 2 years. After that, I kind of got a little bored with fashion. That was the first sign that I kind of wanted to do something else. But nevertheless, I stayed in fashion. I ended up in New York City. Then I got into rehab counseling, which I love. I did my undergraduate and graduate degree at Hunter College of the City University of New York. Then I got into working with the disabled population, a population I've always known because I was very close with a blind cousin growing up. And I had another cousin I was quite close with who had developmental issues, and my granddad was an amputee. So when I finally ended up working with the disabled population, this population I love to work with, in my early 30s, I felt like I was right at home. And within a few years, within about 15 years of working, then I started the talk show. So I have a solid background of work, and then the talk show, the children's books, then that came into play. So that's how I've ended up here with Disabilities Redefined.
Manhattan Neighborhood Network is a big part of your show. So why don't you talk a little bit about MNN? How did you discover it? How did it come into your life, and how did it play into the show?
Once my career kind of leveled off and I had got every degree I needed to satisfy the requirements of being in higher education, that is when I realized that I wanted to go back to my roots and get into media. And a friend of mine actually told me about Manhattan Neighborhood Network. And within a few weeks of hearing about it, I had done a little bit of research, and I was actually here. And yeah, the first show came together. The second show, we've grown a lot, I'll have to say. When I look back over the first 2 or 3 shows we did, and the way the show comes together now, it has been a 5-year great learning experience. It's work, but it's really not that difficult at MNN.
So Truett, normally you have me as a crew member on your show, but what was it like this time having me behind the scenes, doing a behind the scenes of your show? I'm sure it was a little different for you, and it was a little different for your guests.
Well, Eric, I always love working with you. I always love working with Wesley. Michelle from Schizophrenic NYC and Carolyn, everyone was great. I really think it added to the show. I think it added to the episode. I think it was, my attitude is the more the merrier. Okay, so the fact that we were on set having a photo session and there was another crew, your crew, there filming us while we were doing a shoot, I think it kind of added to things a little bit. Again, the more media exposure, the better. I'm all for it. So if it means that I can open up the doors and bring people into my set and have them experience it in even secondhand on film, then Yeah, I think that's a great thing. As far as me personally goes, I am not very protective over what I do. I prefer to share. I prefer to include. I'm very inclusive. So, hey, the more the merrier, and it was always, anybody out there who wants to come film us, come on, and you'll have an open invitation.
What do you want people to take from this? You know, like, what do you want, when people see this, what do you want people to, you know, leave with after seeing it?
You know, I mean, I do want them to, I want them to have a response. I think, listen, anytime anybody sees anything in the media, you know, that means something to them, then they should, you know, have a response. So yes, I hope that anybody watching this short documentary, anybody who watches any of our episodes, I hope that if in fact that they are interested in learning more about disabilities, that they will, you know, tune in for more episodes, and I hope that they will investigate, learn more. And again, as I say, it becomes, we want to normalize it. And but the way we can do that is by doing what we're doing right now, by sharing our stories, and by having other people come and share their stories, as you're doing with me, letting me share what it's like to do my show. And that way it starts the conversation, and hopefully it will end up hopefully it will end up with people learning more and or wanting to learn more.
Yeah, definitely, you know, working on your show has definitely made me want to learn more, seeing all the different, you know, people that you've had on it. And it's been a great experience. It's definitely been eye-opening, you know, working with you. You know, do you have any final thoughts, like anything that you want to share with, you know, the audience that's watching this?
Well, at this time, I think that I love the show. I love the way the show looks. I love the way we have, you know, my relationship with the Manhattan Neighborhood Network. I love the way we organize the set and the interviews. I just wish that we could get more people to watch, but that is slowly but surely happening. And so I think that that's really what I would like for the future as far as MNN is concerned. I just want more people to tune in, more people to watch, and just a more diverse and interactive audience.
So, Truett, you know, I like to hear good things about me, so, you know, just say some good things about me.
It's very important to say you have a great show yourself. I've been in interviews and other people's shows that have not been as such, so I know it's always better when you can come and will be greeted with a professional, friendly face. So that's where I have to say Eric is the best.
I feel like one of the things that I tried to do on the show is have fun and also keep it very professional. So to hear those words coming from you, it means a lot to me. And, you know, I just hope that everybody who comes on the show kind of has the same experience that you have. So, you know, thank you for those kind words. You know, they really do mean a lot. Thank you for that.
Thank you for doing this. It was great having you on set, you know, when we did the photo session in a different modality. You're often there on set when we do our photo sessions, but it was great having you in that modality. And yeah, always a pleasure. What can I say? I'll see you on set. It's been great.
You know, just tell the people where we can find you at.
Anyone out there watching can find Disabilities Redefined first and foremost on our website, which is www.disabilitiesredefined.com. And my main source of social media is Instagram, which again is Disabilities Redefined. I am also on Twitter. Don't go on there very much. Facebook, never go on there, to be honest. So I keep telling people the main way to locate Disabilities Redefined is through our website. Again, www.disabilitiesredefined.com. and Instagram. That is my main source of social media, which is at Disabilities Redefined. and check us out.